Imagine a world where gods control the weather, shape the land, and teach humanity the secrets of life itself. These aren't just myths. They are the sacred legends passed down through generations, deeply rooted in the cultural fabric of North America. Indigenous tribes have long believed in powerful deities that influence every aspect of existence, from the creation of the earth to the cycles of the seasons. These gods are more than just figures of ancient stories. They embody the forces of nature and the mysteries of life, guiding their people with wisdom, strength, and often a touch of mischief. Who are these gods? What powers do they hold? And how do their ancient stories still influence us today? These questions have intrigued scholars, storytellers, and spiritual seekers for centuries. Each deity carries a unique narrative, filled with lessons that are as relevant now as they were hundreds of years ago. Whether it's the mighty Thunderbird summoning storms with the flap of its wings, or the clever Coyote weaving lessons through his endless antics, these myths offer profound insights into the human experience. They remind us of the delicate balance between chaos and order, creation and destruction, and the enduring power of nature. Native American spirituality is deeply intertwined with the environment, emphasizing balance, respect, and interconnectedness. Every mountain, river, and animal is believed to carry spiritual significance, and the gods serve as guardians and teachers of these sacred elements. Wakan Tanka, known as the Great Spirit, represents the divine force that flows through all living things, connecting humanity with the natural world in profound ways. Kokopelli, the flute-playing trickster, symbolizes joy, fertility, and prosperity, spreading happiness wherever he goes. Then there's Gluscap, a creator and protector who molded the landscapes and taught his people how to live in harmony with the world around them. Each of these gods holds a significant place in indigenous traditions, offering guidance and strength through their stories. As we delve into the myths of these powerful gods, we uncover a treasure trove of wisdom and wonder that transcends time. From the skies ruled by the Thunderbird to the cunning tales of Coyote, each god offers a unique perspective on life, nature, and spirituality. Get ready to embark on a journey through the legends of North America's most powerful deities and discover the enduring influence of their ancient wisdom. Wakan Tanka, the Great Spirit. Wakan Tanka, often translated as the Great Spirit or Great Mystery, is the central spiritual force in Lakota Sioux belief. The term itself embodies a profound sense of the unknown and the sacred, reflecting the deep reverence the Lakota people hold for the forces that govern the universe. Unlike Western conceptions of a singular god, Wakan Tanka is an all-encompassing presence, representing the interconnectedness of all life, nature, and the cosmos. It is not a being in the traditional sense, but rather a divine essence that flows through everything. Every living creature, the wind that rustles the trees, the rivers that carve through the land, and even the stars that light up the night sky. This concept fosters a sense of humility and respect, reminding humans of their place within the grand tapestry of existence. In Lakota Sioux spirituality, Wakan Tanka is the ultimate source of creation, balance, and order. It is believed that Wakan Tanka exists in everything: the wind, the mountains, the rivers, and even within each person's soul. The Lakota view all aspects of life as sacred because they are part of this divine force. Ceremonies, prayers, and visions are ways in which they seek to connect with Wakan Tanka, ensuring harmony with the natural world. Through these sacred practices, the people gain insight, healing, and guidance, reinforcing their belief in the oneness of existence. The Sweat Lodge ceremony, sun dance, and vision quests are deeply spiritual events that aim to bring participants closer to Wakan Tanka, offering them a glimpse into the unseen forces that shape their lives. One of the most profound legends about Wakan Tanka speaks of how it communicates through nature and dreams. The Lakota believe that when an eagle soars high in the sky, it carries messages from the Great Spirit. Eagles are revered as sacred messengers, their flight patterns often interpreted as signs from the spiritual realm. Dreams and visions are considered gifts from Wakan Tanka, providing guidance and insight into the mysteries of life. Tribal elders and spiritual leaders play an important role in interpreting these dreams, helping individuals understand their purpose and the path they must follow. It is said that those who listen closely to nature can hear the whispers of Wakan Tanka in the rustling leaves, the rolling thunder, and the gentle flow of a river. These messages remind people to walk the red road, a path of honor, humility, and respect for all creation. A fundamental aspect of Wakan Tanka is the sacred connection between humans and all living things. The Lakota people believe that humans are not separate from nature, but part of an intricate web of life. This belief is exemplified in their reverence for the buffalo, which provides food, clothing, and tools essential for survival. The buffalo is not seen merely as a resource, but as a spiritual relative, a living gift from Wakan Tanka. Before a hunt, prayers of gratitude are offered, acknowledging the buffalo's sacrifice and the cycle of life that sustains the people. Such mutual respect between humans and nature is a cornerstone of Lakota philosophy, instilling a sense of gratitude and responsibility toward the environment. Even today, the concept of Wakan Tanka continues to influence contemporary spiritual practices. Many indigenous people integrate traditional teachings with modern lifestyles, seeking guidance and strength from the Great Spirit in their daily lives. Whether through prayer, meditation, or participation in sacred ceremonies, the connection to Wakan Tanka remains strong. The values of respect for nature, unity, and balance are increasingly recognized in environmental movements, emphasizing the wisdom of indigenous cultures in addressing modern ecological challenges. Activists and environmentalists often turn to these ancient teachings as they advocate for sustainable living and a return to a more harmonious relationship with the earth. In a world increasingly disconnected from nature, the teachings of Wakan Tanka offer timeless lessons about the interconnectedness of all things. As modern society grapples with environmental and spiritual challenges, the Lakota philosophy provides a powerful reminder of the need for harmony with nature and a deeper understanding of our place in the world. The Great Spirit's presence continues to inspire not just indigenous communities, but anyone seeking a path of spiritual connection and ecological balance. Those who take the time to learn from these ancient teachings find themselves enriched with a newfound appreciation for life, the planet, and the deep spiritual wisdom embedded in the natural world. From ancient ceremonies to modern environmental efforts, Wakan Tanka's influence endures as a guiding force, reminding humanity of the sacred connection shared with all living things. It is a concept that transcends time, offering hope, guidance, and a profound sense of belonging in an ever-changing world. Kokopelli, the trickster musician. Kokopelli, the hunchbacked flute player, is one of the most recognizable and beloved figures in Native American mythology, particularly among the tribes of the southwestern United States. Depicted as a joyful, dancing figure with a long flute and a curved back, Kokopelli embodies the spirit of music, fertility, and agriculture. His presence is often seen in ancient petroglyphs and pottery dating back over 1,000 years, showing his enduring influence across generations. The image of Kokopelli is commonly found carved into canyon walls and cave dwellings, his whimsical posture hinting at the joy and mystery he brings. Despite his playful appearance, Kokopelli holds a significant role in indigenous culture, symbolizing life's abundance and the delicate balance between work and play. As a mythological figure, Kokopelli is seen as a traveler, a bringer of prosperity, and a playful trickster. He is believed to wander from village to village, his flute playing bringing the rain, ensuring bountiful harvests, and spreading happiness wherever he goes. Farmers would look to Kokopelli to bless their fields, believing that his melodies could coax the earth into yielding its riches. His influence extended beyond agriculture. Young couples sought his blessings for fertility, and entire communities embraced his music as a source of joy and harmony. However, his trickster nature was not to be underestimated. While his music could bring prosperity, Kokopelli was also known to play pranks, challenging people to embrace spontaneity and adaptability in their lives. Legend suggests that his flute had the power to mesmerize both humans and animals, leading them into dance and celebration, sometimes to unexpected or humorous consequences. One of the most cherished legends of Kokopelli tells of how he brought water and crops to the desert tribes. In times of drought, it is said that Kokopelli's music could summon the rain clouds, filling the dry riverbeds and ensuring the growth of vital crops like maize and beans. According to legend, he once arrived in a village suffering from a long drought. Playing his flute and dancing through the night, the rains soon followed, and the once barren fields flourished with life. Another story speaks of how Kokopelli, with his ever-present flute, convinced the animals of the desert to share their water sources with the thirsty people, teaching a valuable lesson in generosity and coexistence. In some tales, Kokopelli even tricked the wind into carrying seeds far and wide, helping new vegetation grow in unexpected places. Through these stories, Kokopelli is celebrated as a figure of resilience and renewal, bringing life to places where it was once thought impossible. Despite his playful and sometimes mischievous nature, Kokopelli is ultimately a symbol of abundance and celebration. He reminds people that life is meant to be enjoyed, and that prosperity comes not only from hard work, but also from a sense of gratitude and lightheartedness. His influence extends far beyond the myths of the past and remains a popular figure in modern Southwestern art and culture. His image is commonly found on everything from jewelry and textiles to murals and garden statues, serving as a reminder of joy and prosperity. His likeness graces the entrances of homes and businesses, symbolizing good fortune and positive energy. Many festivals and cultural events celebrate Kokopelli as a representation of life's blessings, music, and the renewal of spirit, with people dressing in his image and playing flutes in his honor. He is often associated with artistic expression, music festivals, and celebrations of nature's bounty. People see Kokopelli not just as an ancient deity, but as an enduring figure who encourages them to embrace life's uncertainties with humor and optimism. Whether appearing in home decor, inspiring musicians to create melodies that echo his mythical flute, or appearing in pop culture representations of indigenous folklore, Kokopelli's legacy remains vivid. Modern musicians, particularly in the Southwest, pay tribute to Kokopelli by incorporating flute music into their performances, believing that the instrument carries the power to heal and inspire. Through the myths and legends of Kokopelli, we are reminded of the power of joy, music, and the importance of staying connected to the rhythms of nature. His enduring image serves as a bridge between the ancient and modern worlds, offering lessons in resilience, laughter, and abundance that continue to inspire people across generations. Whether you see him carved into the walls of ancient dwellings or printed on a souvenir t-shirt, Kokopelli's flute continues to play, reminding us all to embrace the music of life and dance to its ever-changing tune. Gluscap, the creator hero. Gluscap is one of the most revered figures in the mythology of the Wabanaki Confederacy, which includes the Mi'kmaq, Maliseet, Passamaquoddy, and Penobscot tribes of the northeastern United States and Canada. He is known as a wise teacher, protector, and creator who shaped the landscape, animals, and the very existence of the people. Unlike trickster gods found in many cultures, Gluscap is portrayed as a benevolent and wise figure who imparts knowledge and guidance to his people. He is believed to have been formed from lightning and sent by the Great Spirit to bring order to the world, teaching the people the values of wisdom, respect, and coexistence with nature. According to Wabanaki mythology, Gluscap was sent to the earth by the Great Spirit to bring order and balance to the natural world. It is said that he formed the mountains by shaping the earth with his hands and created rivers by dragging his fingers across the land, ensuring water flowed where it was needed most. He sculpted the animals, each with its unique role in the ecosystem, ensuring that everything in the natural world had a purpose and was interconnected. Gluscap did not just create the physical landscape. He also taught the people how to live in harmony with nature, sharing knowledge of hunting, fishing, and survival. His wisdom extended to moral teachings, encouraging his people to live with respect for the land, animals, and each other. One of the most famous legends of Gluscap tells of his battle with a powerful supernatural being who threatened the harmony of his people. The story goes that a malevolent giant, known as the Chenoo, terrorized villages and devoured entire communities. Gluscap, armed with his wisdom and strength, tricked the giant into consuming a burning rock, ultimately defeating him and restoring peace to the land. Another well-known legend describes how Gluscap created the rivers and mountains to provide sustenance and shelter to the people. It is said that when the people suffered from drought, Gluscap struck the ground with his staff, causing water to flow and nourish the land. These stories highlight his role as a protector and provider, emphasizing the importance of balance and perseverance. Beyond his physical creations, Gluscap also served as a moral guide. He taught the Wabanaki people lessons about patience, humility, and the importance of unity. One legend speaks of how he transformed a greedy man into a cedar tree as a lesson in generosity, reminding others of the importance of sharing resources. In another tale, he disguised himself as an ordinary man to test the kindness of strangers, rewarding those who treated him with respect and humility. Through these stories, Gluscap embodied the values that the Wabanaki tribes hold dear: honesty, integrity, and a deep connection to the natural world. Even today, the influence of Gluscap is deeply rooted in the traditions and oral histories of the Wabanaki people. His teachings continue to be passed down through generations in storytelling, ceremonies, and cultural practices. Many elders still tell tales of Gluscap's wisdom, using his stories to teach valuable lessons about respect, perseverance, and living in harmony with nature. His legacy is also evident in place names and landmarks throughout the Wabanaki territories, where mountains and rivers bear his name as a tribute to his legendary deeds. Some communities believe that his spirit still watches over the land, offering guidance to those who seek his wisdom. In modern times, Gluscap's legacy extends beyond the Wabanaki people and has become a symbol of indigenous resilience and environmental stewardship. His teachings encourage people to look to nature for guidance and to live with respect for the world around them. As the world faces increasing environmental and cultural challenges, the lessons of Gluscap offer timeless wisdom on sustainability and the importance of respecting natural resources. His influence can be seen in educational programs, cultural preservation initiatives, and environmental movements that draw inspiration from indigenous knowledge systems. Through oral storytelling and written adaptations, Gluscap remains a symbol of the enduring wisdom of indigenous culture, inspiring both native and non-native people to embrace a life of balance and harmony. His stories continue to teach valuable lessons about the importance of caring for the earth, respecting all living beings, and fostering strong community ties. As efforts to preserve indigenous heritage grow, Gluscap's tales serve as a bridge between the past and the future, reminding us all of the power of wisdom and kindness. The enduring presence of Gluscap in Wabanaki culture reflects the resilience and strength of indigenous traditions. Whether told around a campfire, shared in classrooms, or honored in ceremonies, his stories continue to shape the values and identities of the Wabanaki people. Gluscap's influence is a testament to the power of storytelling and the timeless nature of the lessons he imparted. Thunderbird, the Sky Ruler. The Thunderbird is one of the most awe-inspiring and powerful figures in Native American mythology, revered across many tribes, particularly among the Plains, Great Lakes, and Pacific Northwest cultures. This divine bird is believed to control the weather, summoning thunder, lightning, and rain with the powerful beat of its wings. Descriptions of the Thunderbird often depict it as a massive bird with brightly colored feathers, piercing eyes, and wings so immense that they create storms with each flap. Some tribes describe it with sharp talons and a beak strong enough to carry away whales, while others believe its eyes shoot lightning bolts that strike the earth during thunderstorms. The Thunderbird is both feared and revered, embodying the raw power of nature and its unpredictable yet essential force. Tribes living in areas prone to storms and floods saw the Thunderbird as both a protector and a destroyer, a force capable of bringing life-giving rain, but also capable of unleashing devastation when disrespected. In Native American traditions, the Thunderbird is not just a symbol of raw power, but also of divine justice and protection. It is said that the Thunderbird watches over humanity from the skies, ensuring balance and order. When storms rage across the land, Many believe it is the Thunderbird cleansing the earth, washing away negativity, and restoring harmony. This mighty creature is often invoked in ceremonies and prayers for protection, particularly in times of drought or conflict. Many tribes tell stories of warriors who called upon the Thunderbird for strength and courage in battle, believing that its presence would grant them invincibility. The bird's association with the heavens also makes it a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, serving as a messenger to the Creator and a guardian of sacred places. One of the most famous legends of the Thunderbird involves its epic battle with water spirits, malevolent beings that sought to flood the land and bring destruction. According to the story, the water spirits would rise from the depths of lakes and oceans, threatening to drown entire villages. The Thunderbird, with its tremendous power, fought against them, using its lightning bolts to strike down the creatures and push back the waters. This struggle between the Thunderbird and the water spirits represents the eternal balance between fire and water, sky and earth. Another well-known tale tells of how the Thunderbird once protected a tribe from an invasion by summoning a great storm that frightened away enemy warriors. In some versions of the story, the Thunderbird even granted visions to tribal leaders, warning them of impending danger and guiding them to safety. The Thunderbird is also closely linked to the seasons and the cycles of nature. Many tribes believe that the Thunderbird migrated with the changing seasons, arriving in the spring to bring rain and departing in the autumn. This connection to the seasonal rhythms reinforced its role as a guardian of life and a provider of nourishment. Farmers and hunters alike would offer prayers to the Thunderbird, seeking its blessings for successful harvests and abundant game. In regions where drought threatened survival, elaborate ceremonies were conducted to honor the Thunderbird and encourage it to bring the much-needed rain. Even today, the image of the Thunderbird remains a powerful symbol in Native American culture. It is frequently depicted in artwork, carvings, and totems, serving as a guardian figure and a reminder of nature's might. Pacific Northwest totem poles often feature the Thunderbird perched at the top, representing strength and protection for the community. The bird's outstretched wings symbolize the expansive power of the skies and its far-reaching influence. The Thunderbird also holds a place of honor in modern sports and popular culture, with many teams and organizations adopting its image as a symbol of strength, speed, and resilience. From military insignias to corporate logos, the Thunderbird's striking form continues to be used as a representation of dominance and power. In contemporary indigenous communities, the Thunderbird's legacy is honored through storytelling, traditional dances, and ceremonies that celebrate its vital role in their cultural heritage. The Thunderbird dance, performed at powwows and cultural gatherings, imitates the majestic flight and power of the legendary bird, with dancers mimicking its sweeping movements and calling upon its energy for protection and renewal. The reverence for the Thunderbird also extends to modern environmental movements, as indigenous groups advocate for respect and balance in the natural world, invoking the Thunderbird as a symbol of ecological harmony. For many indigenous communities, the Thunderbird is more than just a mythical creature. It is a reminder of the profound connection between humanity and the natural world. Its stories teach valuable lessons about respect for nature, the importance of balance, and the enduring strength of cultural heritage. Whether in legends passed down through generations or in the symbols we see today, the Thunderbird's legacy continues to inspire and command awe. It reminds us that the forces of nature are not to be taken for granted, and that the harmony between humanity and the environment is essential for survival. As storms rage and the skies roar with thunder, some still look to the heavens and see the wings of the mighty Thunderbird soaring above. Coyote, the trickster and creator. Coyote is one of the most well-known and enduring figures in Native American mythology, appearing in the stories of many tribes across North America, particularly among the Navajo, Apache, and Plains tribes. He is a complex character, embodying both chaos and wisdom, often walking the fine line between foolishness and brilliance. In some stories, Coyote is a creator figure, shaping the world through his actions, sometimes intentional, sometimes accidental. Other times, he is the ultimate trickster, challenging authority, playing pranks, and teaching lessons through his unpredictable behavior. Whether he is depicted as a hero, a troublemaker, or a teacher, Coyote is always entertaining and thought-provoking, making him a beloved and influential figure in indigenous storytelling. In Native American mythology, Coyote's significance goes beyond mere mischief. He is often seen as a force of balance, teaching people important lessons through his antics. He creates the world not through careful planning, but through trial and error, making mistakes and learning from them as he goes. This makes him relatable and in many ways more human than other deities. Many of Coyote's lessons come through humor. His greed, impatience, and arrogance frequently lead to trouble, but they also reveal deeper truths about human nature and survival. For example, one story describes how Coyote, in his constant quest for food, tricks a group of birds into singing a song that makes them fall asleep, allowing him to capture them. However, his pride leads him to sing the song himself, falling asleep and losing his meal. Such tales highlight the constant tension between wisdom and folly that defines Coyote's character. One of the most famous legends of Coyote tells of how he stole fire for humans. According to the story, fire was once kept by a group of jealous beings who refused to share it with humanity. Coyote, recognizing the suffering of the people without fire, devised a cunning plan. He tricked the guardians of fire by distracting them with his clever antics, and managed to carry a burning ember in his mouth, running tirelessly across vast landscapes to bring it back to the people. Along the way, his fur was singed and he grew exhausted, but his determination never wavered. This act of stealing fire is not only a symbol of Coyote's cleverness, but also of his deep commitment to helping humanity, despite his mischievous ways. Variations of this legend exist across different tribes, with some portraying Coyote as the savior of humanity, while others emphasize his recklessness in nearly losing the fire on his journey. Another well-known tale describes Coyote's ongoing battle with his own dual nature, his constant struggle between wisdom and foolishness. In one story, Coyote tricks himself by leaving a trail of food to lead himself back to his den, only to eat the food along the way and get lost. In another, he attempts to outwit the moon by trying to lasso it, believing he can harness its power, only to end up entangled in his own rope and left dangling from a tree. These stories emphasize the idea that intelligence and foolishness often go hand in hand, and that wisdom is gained through experience and failure. Despite his flaws, Coyote is ultimately a teacher and a survivor. He constantly battles with the duality of wisdom and foolishness, reminding us that growth often comes from making mistakes. His stories are meant to entertain, but they also impart valuable lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the consequences of one's actions. Whether he is tricking larger, more powerful animals or outsmarting humans, Coyote's escapades remind us to stay humble, observant, and aware of our own limitations. In modern times, the figure of Coyote has found a place in literature, film, and popular culture. Writers and storytellers use Coyote as a metaphor for the unpredictable and chaotic nature of life. His trickster qualities have influenced characters in books, cartoons, and movies, from classic Western tales to contemporary fantasy fiction. He appears in children's literature as a clever and mischievous character, while in adult storytelling, he takes on deeper symbolic meanings, representing rebellion against authority, the search for identity, and the importance of humor in difficult times. Coyote's adaptability and cleverness make him an appealing symbol for resilience and ingenuity, often appearing as a guide or trickster figure in modern narratives. Coyote's presence is also felt in contemporary Native American communities, where his stories continue to be shared as teaching tools for young generations. Elders use Coyote legends to instill values such as patience, humility, and respect for nature, helping to preserve cultural identity and traditional knowledge. His tales serve as a reminder that while life can be unpredictable and chaotic, there is always a lesson to be learned and humor to be found. Through his many tales, Coyote continues to teach and entertain, proving that wisdom can come from the most unexpected places. His legacy remains strong in Native American culture and beyond, reminding us to embrace life's unpredictability with a sense of humor and curiosity. Whether depicted in traditional oral storytelling or reimagined in modern media, Coyote's influence endures as a symbol of transformation, adaptability, and the never-ending journey of self-discovery. Throughout our journey into the myths of North America's most powerful gods, we've explored the fascinating stories and deep spiritual meanings behind Wakan Tanka, Kokopelli, Gluscap, Thunderbird, and Coyote. Each of these deities plays a unique role in indigenous culture, shaping the way people understand the world around them. Wakan Tanka, the Great Spirit, embodies the divine force that flows through all living things, uniting humanity with nature. Kokopelli, the trickster musician, spreads joy, fertility, and abundance wherever he goes, reminding us of the importance of laughter and creativity. Gluscap, the wise creator, taught his people how to live in harmony with the land, shaping mountains and rivers with his wisdom. Thunderbird, the mighty ruler of the skies, symbolizes power and protection, bringing rain and justice to the land. And finally, Coyote, the unpredictable trickster, teaches valuable lessons through his playful yet insightful antics. These deities were not just figures of legend, but deep spiritual symbols that carried immense significance in the lives of the indigenous people who revered them. Their myths are woven into the cultural fabric of countless tribes, offering timeless wisdom about life, balance, and the natural world. The lessons they teach remind us of the interconnectedness of all things, how the wind, water, earth, and sky are part of a delicate balance that humans must respect and honor. Their stories provide insight into the values and traditions that have been passed down through generations, shaping the identity and spiritual beliefs of Native American communities. Reflecting on these myths, we see that they continue to offer valuable lessons that connect us to the natural world and to each other. Whether it's the powerful storms of Thunderbird reminding us of nature's strength, or the cunning antics of Coyote teaching us resilience through humor, these stories transcend generations and remain relevant even in our modern world. They inspire us to respect the earth, cherish our relationships, and embrace life's uncertainties with wisdom and humility. In a world that often feels disconnected from nature, these legends serve as reminders of our responsibility to live in harmony with the environment and one another. If you enjoyed this journey of ancient legends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more incredible mythology content. Exploring the rich traditions and spiritual wisdom of indigenous cultures can open our minds and hearts to new perspectives and a deeper appreciation of the world we live in. Join us in uncovering more myths, legends, and cultural treasures from around the world, and continue this exciting exploration of ancient wisdom. Let us celebrate and honor the legacy of these powerful deities and the indigenous cultures that continue to keep their stories alive today.